definitely hits harder when it's hot.
Yeah. You're not having to aim down for it. You've got your body coming into there.
And then I get a little bit of gravity like drop with this too. I think the weird thing about practicing wraps with the pell is the pell is thick.
Yeah. It's also skinny. We could probably look at building a bigger wrappable pell at some point.
I still gotta have arm later.
You still gotta have arm later. So working with Sphere last night, we went over what my instinctive shield position should be.
Right.
I can expose this leg a little bit because I'm lefty, but and holding the shield out more.
Yeah.
You know, having a buck or whatever, but at range it needs to be out because it doesn't protect
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So. Work on the footwork because that pulled me way offline. Not sure what the hell that was. And the camera's not pointed at my feet.
I mean, the ground is uneven there.
The ground is very uneven. Oh, that's the other thing. Up.
Yeah. I don't remember if you were standing there for that. I think Torkel was talking to me and Tommy.
Probably. So that's one of the other things that Sarah was talking about was, getting that.
So, because when we were doing our defense-offense whackity whack, he commented that it looked like a lot of our shots were just moving the point of the sword to target. And like, no. Here's a lot. It works better. And you get better angles.
And I still really want to do shield foot forward because that's what I'm used to with the heater.
Well, so if you go on guard, it's sort of like forward. Okay, so wait, if you're shield foot forward, this is how I keep getting you there, right? But if you go sword leg forward, you're closer to my range. And so I don't want to go for your leg. Like, it's still sort of open, but you can pretty easily push it out of the way. And you're aware that it's open because you know that you're leaving it there.
Right.
And because it puts you closer to my range, I might be more like, maybe something is here. But I don't know. But when you start out shield leg forward, you sort of like, well, I've got my leg under my shield and it's okay. But there's totally all these angles from either direction where it's not.
That you're sneaky on.
What are you eating?
Birds.
Is that why you're pooping farts at me? That would be why your farts are smelly. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's dead. Dogs.
Dogs. When I'm doing the offside or when I'm doing the onside?
Offside.
Okay.
Well, particularly that last one, you're just like trying to reach over your head and power through it. There you go.
Thank you. That's why we do this. Can you turn the camera so it's facing this way?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. It's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you're doing okay on rotational momentum for flat snap.
Right.
But there are definitely a couple of times that you tried to offside while standing perpendicular, parallel, whatever.
I do that sometimes. It's just silly.
Okay, gravity, whatever.
Gravity works.
Glad we checked.
Yep. Bill's paid. Standing shield like full. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to bring it all the way back around.
Well, but if you're doing an onside offside coordination, you should definitely be uncoordinated.
Right, right. But I don't want to reset back to here in order to bring this around. So you kept your arm here.
The sword still goes there.
The sword still goes there, but my arm doesn't come back as far. So I'm trying to keep my arm. This has been very rainy. It's kind of squishy. So coming through, and when it comes back, I don't want to go to my reset position and bring it around. I'm going to go to an interim.
Well, where's your reset?
The reset.
I mean, if you're starting out, if your guard's out here, then you can reset. I mean, it's not like you're going all the way back here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You set from way back here, and that's weird.
It's the first thing they showed me.
No. I just my arms don't work that way.
And then when my hand gets tired.
Did you see all the knights doing that? Later in the tournament, you were fighting in the tournaments. You probably didn't watch a whole lot of them, but
yeah.
They go out there on the field.
So I know that Spare was kind enough to watch my fights, and I tried to watch some of the guys like before I fought them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when I wasn't fighting, I was taking my hat off and eating something.
So I'm wondering if I need to extend that much. I kind of feel like I do.
To connect?
Yeah. Well,
well, and that's sort of the thing we were talking about last night. Is there, you can, hit somebody in the face with your elbow down here.
Mm-hmm.
But there are definitely instances in which you want to have your full extension, whether it's for range or for angle.
True.
And so if you're coming in from this angle, you're way more likely to hit shield than if you're coming in straight or above.
It's true. I like how Spare taught himself the Molinet last night.
Oh, did he only just learned it yesterday?
He was doing something like, I'm gonna tell you Molinet. It was really funny.
I don't know, maybe because I hang out with Ambrose enough. I don't land it on people very much, but I know the theory of it.
That's just practice. See all the stuff that Rifkin posted?
Yeah, I was betting that you downloaded all of that.
What happened?
The rest of it's still waiting with you.
No. I actually had to work today.
What?
And one of them is a checklist.
Oh, okay.
So the last one that she posted is a notes list with a bunch of at home, at practice, at events.
Oh, that's Fabric's thing.
Yeah, Savrik's thing. It's all handwritten notes and everything?
His Sword of Kings, he had 100 things to be 1% better.
Yeah.
Is what he called it.
That's what that looks like. And the one that she posted is all covered with notes, so I'm making a clean copy in Excel and Word.
Because you're nice.
Because I am nice. Somebody asked for a clean copy. She had one. I was like, I'm making one if you want it. If you want one.
I mean, I think those are a lot of things that is like, get a good night's sleep. Feed yourself. You know?
Yeah, hangovers. Hangovers is a section.
What are hangovers? I've never had one.
Oh, sweet summer child.
That is not a challenge, by the way.
No, oh no, oh God, no.
Because, one, I have way more alcohol tolerance than I look like I have, and two, I'm a smart drinker, because I'm always eating food.
Yeah.
And I drink a lot of water. Also, I don't think I ever stay up late enough to get a hangover. I'm like, whatever, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. So I end up drinking a lot less just because I go to bed earlier.
What's that?
That looks okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's definitely a body shot. But, yeah.
Okay. That's suddenly making a lot more sense.
Good. What did you change?
So, standing on my feet. Curling.
Yeah. Because I noticed when you're doing your flat stack, you have a nice little untwisting thing that you've been doing.
Yeah, and this is just trying to do the opposite. It's that first twist.
Yeah, and when you do a flat snap, you either have to twist the opposite direction or untwist, depending on how you
Yeah, so I'm twisting up.
Yeah.
So
that has the drawback of being a very obvious, hey, I'm doing an offside now.
Yeah.
Which people have told me about. But once you sort of figure out how the physics works of it and get it set up, then you can at least get it in combos because the flat snap twists you up for it.
Right.
And once you do it a lot, I think there are some shortcuts for the taking. But
yeah.
Some of them are more advisable than others. I mean, I think that's why they tried it, or when we were starting anyway, they tried to teach us with the flat snap offside in almost a combo.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's such a natural
Soup.
thing once you bounce off.
No soup. Although the no soup part is really the return.
Yeah. It's hard to serve soup for you.
Well, because it's...
Yep. Pizzas.
Yeah.
We learned pizzas.
Around here they call it soup. So.
Yep. I think Steiner.
That looks like it hurt.
Yeah, that did hurt. I need to stop that.
So are we not doing wraps this way because it's big and obvious, or because it's bad for our elbows?
Yes. There are times where it is perfectly appropriate.
I like doing wraps like that. My arm does that.
Yeah. It's really obvious and it's a whole lot slower.
Okay. I know that I'm supposed to be able to do it this way, but it just trips me up.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey, I'm still throwing flat and down.
Right.
But
yeah, it's so that you can determine at the last second if you're still throwing the wrap or trying to go snap. Yeah.
I can't focus.
You will.
I'm thinking about too many other things to worry about that.
Right. One of the things that I've consciously been working on is also adjusting my grip. So I'm not like, just grip.
Yeah, I need to stop that. So I've gotten it to the point where my flat snap, not really holding my sword anymore. I don't really have to hold it. But offside feels way weirder without the grip.
Yeah. I need to put a trigger in this.
Trigger. And wraps. Well, and then so then the wrap is, instead of just throwing with the loose hand, it's basically gripping at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're supposed to turn that loose at the very end of it. And originally that's what I was told is how you make the wrap.
Yeah.
Is, you know, it comes out, and you get to here, then you snap.
Yeah. Which is how I accidentally learned wraps early, because this is the normal position of my hand, cellos. And so I kept throwing flat, because I kept trying to get my hand to a position that I was happy with. They're like, why are you throwing wraps? I'm like, what are wraps? We haven't learned those. Like, well, maybe you better teach me. My hand was. No, so that was weird, because we were doing the offense-defense thing last night.
Yeah.
And I threw 0 wraps.
Okay.
And I think part of it is because I wasn't getting close enough.
I was going to say, wraps are good for very specific circumstances, and you have to be big to wrap tongue. Big or in a really good position.
That's true.
You know, he's a big guy. He's big front to back.
You got me here.
Between
the vein plate and the cushy spot of my football.
Curse your console.
It was like the one good shot that he landed out of 40. From my defense perspective, I blocked everything else.
Right.
Because I've never seen him throw a wrap before, I don't think. That was a register.
I've got to make it to the Swedes, but
yeah.
it doesn't matter yet. Tape on this is starting to split.